Okay guys, welcome to another Why I Love video. Today we're looking at Beachhead, released by Access Software, programmed by Bruce and Roger Carver, who are brothers apparently. Released in 1983, although it didn't actually see the UK until I think the year later. Now let's just get started. I've got to say I always play this in skill level 1. Why do I love this game so much? On paper, I mean it's a game that's made up of a series of wee kind of mini games. Now none of them look particularly, spectacular, and some of you are probably thinking, what is he playing at, including this game in this series? But you know what? It was a game that I think it was the very first US Gold game that I ever saw. There was a plethora of amazing software that was out there in America, and this, I can't remember what the name of the guy is. US Gold was set up to basically import software from the States and bring it across to Old Blighty, and this was one of the very first games. I think it was this and Forbidden Forest actually were the two. But I remember seeing this game in my local computer shop. It was before the days of W.H. Smith and John Menzies stock software. It was a little local computer retailer, and he had this on the shelf. And I remember picking the box up and thinking it looked quite good. And I rushed home to with the cassette in hand, loaded it up, and it just stole so much of my time back in whenever it was, 1984 I think it was. Again, it's one of these games that, it looks very simple, but when you put all the games together, they're just amazing. This first level, you're trying to navigate through this little whoa. You're trying to navigate through these landmines and torpedoes. Now, if you get through this successfully, then it means when you get to the next stage, there's less aeroplanes to actually take down. This is probably the least favourite of all the levels, but even so, it's still quite good fun. Very simplistic graphics. Now, I noticed a wee bit of corruption at the bottom of the screen. That seems to be quite prevalent when you're running this game under emulation. It must just be something to do with compatibility with the emulator or something, but you don't normally get that if you're playing it on a real bit of hardware. It always looked more complicated than it actually is. If you look at the bottom there, you've got the player score, you've got this 40mm, 250mm ammunition. I don't quite know what that is kind of referring to, because that was close. Because I don't recall there being any level in the game that you actually paying attention to it. Quick, get up. There are different skill levels in this game, and I've got to say I've never ever played anything other than the easiest one, because I'm a one when it comes to gaming. But this game first came out in C64. It was released on the Spectrum later on, and I think it also got released in Amstrad. I don't think it ever saw a release on the BBC. Might be mistaken, I'm not too sure. Right, okay, we're now going into the second level. Now, you can see here, these 4 dots that are moving, these are actually your, this is your kind of convoy. So now I'm going to kind of storm the beach, and you'll see there the enemy's convoy have kind of come out to attack me. Now, this level was what really set this game apart for me. I'm actually going to let this guy pass overhead. That noise of the planes passing overhead, I just think is phenomenal. If there's a better sound effect like enemy planes passing over, I'd love to hear it. You know, this was back in the day when we had probably 30k spare to actually write a game. You know, I just think that is one of my favourite, most impressive sound effects of any game. Nowadays we're used to having real sound. If you decide to not go through the wee sort of passage like I went through, then you can jump straight to this particular screen, but you do get a lot more enemies. It's always worthwhile. But I've lost count the number of hours that I must have played this back in the day. It was one of my favourite games and it still is. Yeah, technically it's probably not up there with a lot of games, but it was a fantastic game and it still is in my opinion. So now what we need to do here is we're now trying to take out the enemy naval fleet. So I am 1300 metres short, so we take off the 2 zeros gives 13, divided by 2 gives 6.5. So I want to do 57.5. If I change that to 57.5, that should take out this thing, if my calculations are correct. Oops, 100 short. 57.5. It's quite sensitive like this time. There we go, right, let's go for this bad boy. 44 short, which is 22, so I need to go to 79.5. 79.5. I'm going to be confident and start moving on. There we go. Now this wee guy here is 4, so I'm 4 too many, which is going to be 29.5. Right, 72 short, which is going to be 35, 36, which is 50, 65.5, is it? 65.5, let's see if my maths are good. Even exploding, not even the way the water. Hey, there you go, I'm glad I'm stuck in at maths, or arithmetic. 16 short, which is 8, which is going to be 73.5. 73.5. That should be that. Whoops, 100 short. Moved. There we go. This time, hopefully their missile won't hit us. Bollocks. Right, that's it. On to the next level. And this is the last level. Well, it's not actually, there's one more to come. We can now move into the beach, and you can see there at the left hand side the black flashing dot, that is the kind of enemy base. Just the wee spot effects I think are marvellous, they really are. It obviously did go on to spawn 2 sequels, while Raid Over Moscow was a kind of unofficial follow-up to this, and then they did actually bring out Raid Over Moscow. They did then bring out Beachhead 2, which again was a sort of collection of mini games. And it has to be said, technically it was a lot better than this. But this is always my favourite. I just love this game so much. Quite tricky this because it's kind of pseudo 3D and trying to always judge it in perspective isn't always easy. Just to try and navigate our way through all the various walls and things. Ooh, move. Ah, bollocks. This is going to be tough. Now, I don't know if you saw that. there was a bit of a bug in the programme. I'm guessing it was a bug whereby when you shoot something, the score appears, but if you continue to shoot the score, you get all these extra points. Now this is the last level. You've got to try and shoot the wee white squares as quickly as possible. Oh, there we go. Before the big gun changes. Ah, bollocks, I managed to get 2 of them. Right, back to the tank screen again. And one little tip, never ever pull straight down when you start moving because you automatically die. Don't know why, that was always a wee bug in the programme. You see there, I mean, look at it, you know, the animation in the tank is non-existent. Even the scrolling's not the greatest, but as a collection of, as individual games, it's probably not very good. You can see there I'm getting 1,000 points. Hope it disappears, there we go, because you can actually crash into the score. Aye, each individual game is quite poor, but as a collection, it's brilliant, it really is. But this game just takes me right back to being in my bedroom, you know, 18 years old, discovering that all the wonderful American software which is out there. Now you need to be quick. I got there. I think it's 8 times you've got to hit it, so another couple should hopefully, another couple of tank runs should hopefully put paid to it. The layout of this level does change each time you play it. Well, it's not random or generated each time. Each tank you get to the end, the next level, is slightly different, and you get the enemies do appear at a different bit. I'm saying that, I think the actual layout's the same, it's just the enemies that appear in different places. Pretty hard to sort of judge perspective there. Maybe 1 or 2 to go, guys, I think. You've got the wee, if you look at the bottom, the wee kind of grey grid thing, you know, I think it's just for effect. That does absolutely nothing. Certainly nothing I'm aware of anyway. Quick, disappear. Oh. Ah, bollocks. I really do need to try this on a harder level. hopefully with this one we'll be able to take out the remaining couple of... Hey! The white flag surrendered. Brilliant game. It's certainly one of the classic C64 games. Like I says, the individual parts are all pretty flaky, but as an overall game, I love it. It brings back so many happy memories. I need to use the joystick. I don't know why I'm even put my name in here because it won't remember it. There we go. Do you want to record this on disc? Nah, no thank you. Anyway guys, that is it. That is the Mighty Beachhead by Access Software. As usual, thank you very much for watching.
Thanks for watching my Mamemeister channel. Please feel free to like, comment,